That last scene in Fallout, how close were we? The usual. The usual. Oh my gosh. What's up, everybody? It's the movie guy. Okay, so I haven't seen this movie since I saw it in theaters, and I think I saw it in theaters twice. And in my pre watch, I was saying I couldn't remember if I liked this one or Rogue Nation better. Okay. And I faintly remember, I think, doing a video, but obviously, way back when obviously, TikTok wasn't a thing. I was posting my videos and thought videos, movie reviews on YouTube. Yeah, I remember saying that this one is tied with Rogue Nation, and it still is. I think Rogue Nation and Fallout are my two favorite, and they are both a 10 out of 10 fantastic. Henry Cavill is so good in this. I love the story. The helicopter scene is fantastic. I love the um motorcycle car scene in this. It's so good to see Solomon Lane back, Sean Harris, because I think Sean Harris is the best villain up to this point. Nothing against Owen, Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, because I think he played a great villain, but I think Sean Harris as Solomon Lane is fantastic, and he's still alive. He's still alive, so I'm kind of curious if somehow he's involved in Final Reckoning, which I think that's a stupid title. I think they should have kept it Dead Reckoning Part 1 and 2, what they originally were going to do, because I feel like it should be. I mean, obviously, it's a two-part movie anyway. They just changed the title. So I forgot to mention something. Excuse me, in my pre watch. I don't remember if I said this. Oh, yeah, I think I did say it that Sean Harris wanted to die in Rogue Nation, but they didn't, and he came back. But apparently, yeah, I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, apparently I was reading that, yeah, Sean Harris really wanted his character to die in Rogue Nation, and I also forgot to mention something I thought of too is like pretty much all the Mission Impossible movies. I don't know about 1 and 2 because I didn't watch those because I thought those two were boring. I think 2's a little bit better than 1, but I started at 3 because I feel like at 3 that's when the series starts really getting awesome. And you see basically the decisions that Ethan Hunt is making. Like, you're figuring it out with him. But in this one, Christopher McQuarrie said they wanted to do a 180, and basically you get to see his fears of what he's like, what he's thinking of, like in the beginning with his wife and Solomon Lane, and then the fear where he has that vision of when he's with the White Widow, and he's in the room with all the other guys, and he's having that vision of the whole thing going down with Solomon Lane in the armored car and the police, and him taking out all the police and stuff and everything, which he was originally going to be a bad guy. Ethan Hunt was going to play the, oh, what was his name in this? The John Drake or something, or John Doe, the John Drake or something. It was something like that. But he was originally going to be the bad guy all the way up to the end of the movie. And even Tom Cruise liked that idea. Like, I don't know. I think he was going to wear a mask or something. He was going to be a different character. But then somehow, you know, even he would have done stuff he regretted that went towards Luther and Benji and maybe Isla, Faust. But I'm glad they didn't go that route. But anyway, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Epic, fantastic, great story, great action. I really love Christopher McQuarrie as a director for a lot of these movies. Um, it would have been something if he would have just done all of them. Would have been crazy. But I think Brad Bird did a great job directing. I think J.J. Abrams did a great job with Mission Impossible 3. So, you know, it's interesting to see the different directors' aspects on every Mission Impossible movie, but kind of tying everything in and in a sense, especially with the Syndicate, when the Syndicate comes in, but not so much the third one, but you know, with you know the Syndicate coming in and all this, and that continuation kind of over in this one. But yeah, this movie is awesome. So tomorrow night, I was gonna go see Bring Them Back. I think that's the A24 new horror movie, but I'm gonna go see that next week because if I would have went to see Bring Them Back, don't mean to off track what I was saying, but if I would have seen that, I wouldn't have got to see the last Mission Impossible because it would have been so late, and I wouldn't have time to get home from work and make supper and then try to watch the last movie and then go to make that movie. So I'm gonna go see that A24 movie next week. So I'm going to watch Dead Reckoning tomorrow night after work. But yeah, thumbs up for the movie guy. Mission Impossible Fallout tied with Rogue Nation is my favorite Mission Impossible movie. It's just so fantastic. Anyway, it's the movie guy. It's 2 in the morning. I gotta be up at like 7:15 and I'm going to bed. So anyway, have a great night, everybody. I'll talk to you later.